Okay, in my last movie, the pop at the very end was the back piece popping out of the tube. Luckily, because if it had been literally half a second later, I wouldn't have caught it on tape. So, because my camera cuts out after 3.5 minutes. So I'm going to have to break this up into little bits. So now you disassembled your pen completely. Now I'm going to just move this aside. You're going to need all those parts here. You can move on to the dart itself. What you're going to need is the end of a shoelace. It's the plastic part and then like 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of the actual shoelace. So you're going to take that and you're going to cut it in half. I recommend, like the wire cutters that they have on needle nose pliers. Those work well. And so you just snip that in half. Might take a second because you have to cut it from 2 different angles, otherwise it won't cut completely. There we go. There. And then the very end piece with no fabric on it, you can just toss. But you will need the piece with the 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of the lace on it. Okay, here comes the hardest part of the actual assembly. I have several needles because I tend to bend needles when I do this part. Because you're going to have to shove this in here. Alright, what you're going to want to do is you're going to take this and you're going to stick it in the center, or pretty close to the center, doesn't have to be exact, of the back, the 1/4 inch of lace in there, and then you're just going to poke it in so it stays a little bit like that. This is where your 2 pliers come in. Take the sturdier of the 2, grab the plastic part of the shoelace with the sturdier ones, and then grab the needle with the other pair. And you just want to keep slowly pushing the needle through. This will take a little bit because it's not easy, I might add. But I've done this a bunch of times, so. You get good at making these darts. They're easy, once you get used to it. So, yeah. And then the needle, you just want to push it all the way through, so it's completely through, like that. And you're pretty much done with it, with everything, except for a couple minor things. You want to take a knife, just any knife at all, and fray this. Just fray it so it's kind of like spread out. And then take your pen tube and take a double, see this kind of saw, it's got double serrades in it, and you just want to put a notch in one end or the other, it doesn't really matter which one. Just remember which one it is. Okay, you just want to keep doing that